雷鳴と共に散れ。
Hey everybody, welcome back. Markus Graves back again with another reaction to Naruto Shippuden. If you enjoyed the upcoming video, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there. Head on over to my Patreon page. The link is down below in the pinned comment. Also down in the pinned comment below is the link to my Discord. All types of good discussion and fun being had over there. Head on over, become a patron, join the Discord, and with that, let's get on into it. It's never just a picture.
これってオロチマルの隠し部屋か。これオロチマルはこんなことまで考えてたってことか。今の戦争をも左右しかねないものなんじゃないのか。
Maybe that's why Madara was talking about, the real Madara was talking about Nagato and the plan and everything. He and Orochimaru had been planning this.
キラービート、渦巻きナルトを捕らえ、元へ仲間がどんどん集まっていく。忘れたかナルト、本当の強さが何なのか。
You're in for a rude awakening. I mean, he's obviously upgraded, but so is Naruto. Could you imagine how exhausting this would be? With all the jutsu and chakra that they're using in what seems to be an extended fight. Now, extended meaning it seems like this is all happening within the span of like 5 to 15 minutes, give or take. But with how, like I said, how powerful they are, how much they're using. He's fighting Five Kage. They're all scratched up. And he doesn't look like he's broken a sweat. So, yes, showing how this must be such an exhausting thing for them, but also just how much on another level Madara is.
千住柱間ほどの忍びはもういない。今こそそのおとぎ話を現実に。花に気を取られすぎだ。
Like he's doing all this shit. The wood style, Susanoo, all this. And maintaining it. Mm.
やはりトシか。わしにはもう。里の象徴だかなんだか知んねえけど、どう見てもただの石ころだろこんなもん。この石はな、我ら忍び里の固い石。肝心なのは己の中の石じゃ。
It's just an image to represent what should be the real substance.
ジントン限界剥離の術。
Alright, Onuki.
何がやはり確かじゃ。言い訳して言い訳あるか。ジャズィ。
That's right, no age, no I only have this much chakra. You do the damn thing.
よく踊る。だが踏み込みがまだ。これは初代火影の顔。
Given that they showed the Tsunade first, I figured it had to be. He added. Yep.
マダラより強かった初代火影。
そしてこの二人を融合した。これは僕の切り札。
Okay, so it was something that Kabuto did. Wow. Because so Kabuto actually made Madara a very powerful shinobi, even more powerful, and I'm like, this bitch have to do anything somewhat cool. I'm not going to attribute shit to him. So, screw him. Fucking hate him. Little sycophantic bitch.
イタチなのか。待てって言ってんだろうが。
bitch.
その女が千住柱間の子孫だからだ。千住柱間と比べれば取るに足らぬ奴は因を結ぶことす、傷を治すことができ。奴とは命がけの戦いをしたものだ。こんな遊びではなくな。それに比べて柱間の子孫でありながらお前には何がある。そして何よ、か弱い女。弱い者は醜い。弱い千住などなおさらだ。
It's like he hated Hashirama so much, but he was so powerful, he had respect for him, he just hated that he respected him. And hated him, period.
それに私は女だ。か弱い女ってのは違うな。単純な力などではない。初代から引き継がれ、流れ続けるものが私の本当の力だ。
Yeah, she has his spirit, though. She may not have his power.
火の意志を。
The will of fire.
なめるなよ!
And it was amusing because, of course, they had the Mizukage framed with her. You know, yes, I'm a woman, yes, but I'm not a weak woman. And we've been with this series enough that we know that's not pandering bullshit. We have Tsunade. We've seen what the Mizukage could do. Sakura, even though Hinata is not as powerful, we've seen her will. Chiyo Oba-chan, Temari, Tenten, you know, we see Tenten more so to a lesser degree. But we've seen these women, like I said, it's not pandering bullshit. They've shown them as powerful. They've shown them as just as capable shinobi. Oh. Got another one?
美獣数え歌始まり始まり
We got it again? Let's go.
人より眠り収穫二つファイヤーまたたび三つ水なら任せろ
Ooh, new intro.
力とは意志ではなく。
第一項、医療忍者は決して隊員の命尽きるまで治療を諦めてはならない。第二項、医療忍者は決して最前線に立ってはならない。第三項、医療忍者は決して正体の中で最後まで死んではならない。だが掟はもう一つある。第四項、忍法創造再生白毛の術を極めし医療忍者のみ蒸気の掟を発揮できる
白毫の術だと聞いたこともない。
Just because I made it
私
up.
だけの禁術。
スピードは雷影以下。パワーは雷影以上か。
水遁水神中水遁水流弾
Nice.
果汁感来逆水
平 let's go.
お前が出しゃばり死ねば他の影も終わりだぞ。
それは私が死ねばの
Yeah,
話だ
that's if I die.
Tsunade様が負けるわけありません。だからこそ3人の中で唯一あの年まで生きてらっしゃる。
Yeah. Ooh. Even though that's an obvious thing, that is something that you forget about. Something like out of the three, she is the only one that's still with us. That should carry weight.
ウィンストンよし
これで他の影も終わりだな。
マダラとはそれほどの忍びなのですか。こちらは木陰で相手をしているというのに。
Yeah.
この江戸天聖の術は僕を殺しても止まらないけど、この術を止められるのは僕しかいない。
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, the jutsu is called 100 healings. Ooh, woo! It's called 100 healings. See, she had to have some contingency for something like that to happen. Putting herself on the front lines like that. I'm sure it's going to take a hell of a lot out of her, but
だから私は違うと
she
言った。
built different.
さっきはわしの陣取んでお前の胸をかすめた。限界剥離の術が通じるはずがない。
あれは柱間の顔をお前らに見せつけたくなる。お前らの指揮
Let
を下
himself be hit.
見方を変えれば分身して身代わりを出さなければならないほど追い詰められたとも違うか。
Trying to attack his pride a little bit.
さすがに5対1だから。
今日とは言わないでください。それだけあなたの強さを認めてあげてるってことですから。
これで
They're
5
on
対
5 to
1
1,
だ。
yeah.
さて、一つ質問をする。そいつら分身がスサノオを使う。どちらがいい？
Toying with him.
この術には弱点もリスクもないってさっき。
どんな術にも弱点となる穴が。この術の弱点とリスクはこの俺の存在。
Oh! That was hot. That was a badass line.
兄弟で僕を仲間外れですか。面白い。
God damn licking. That was every jutsu has its weakness. This jutsu's weakness is my existence. Oh, whoo, whoo, whoo! That was hot. That was fire. That was bad ass. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the content, please consider heading on over to my Patreon page and becoming a patron. Not only will you be helping to support the channel, you'll also gain access to exclusive content and benefits such as early access to my videos, full reactions, and many other things. So, if you're so inclined, head on over to my Patreon page, the link is down below in the pinned comment, and become a patron. So, we have the brothers coming together for the first time ever. Even in their childhood, as they had mentioned, Itachi was always saying, hey, I have to do something, maybe later, we'll get to it later, blah, 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 blah. Well, later has now come. Later has now come. They have to fight together. Roles reversed in a way, at least in terms of perception. Previously, you had Sasuke as the vengeful avenger, Itachi as this near insurmountable force of malevolence, and now you have Itachi as the I suppose is just the avenger. I was trying to think of something. If Sasuke was the hateful or the vengeful avenger, then I suppose Itachi is just the avenger. But Itachi now is the avenger, and Sasuke has kind of become the perpetuator of vengefulness and hate in the world. I found it interesting when he was telling Kabuto, Itachi, you have brought up all these things and people, you've brought up hateful, you've done hateful things, you brought up these emotions in people, they tried to get over it, you brought this back, you're continuing hate, you're doing this and the other, and I'm like, you can say that about your brother right now too. But they were going to team up to face the bitch-ass sycophant. You have Madara, who does not seem like he is slowing down at all, just continuing to whoop ass and take names. And you really wonder how much of it is there's always a saying like it's not cocky if you can back it up. And while that's not necessarily true. You can still be, whether you can back it up or not, you can still be cocky. But in this case, the sentiment behind that of he's not just saying these things as a taunt or as mind games to get in there. He is taunting them. He is playing mind games, but he's playing mind games because he can do everything that he is doing and has more, seemingly more, in the tank. The fact that he's like, well, I got you before with the particle jutsu, and like that's how we saw the face. He's like, I just wanted you to see his face. I thought it was going to weaken your morale. It ended up having the opposite effect, but no matter. You know, it's like, oh shit, like, daggone. Now, Kabuto mentioned the fact that Madara planned this, and we talked about that in videos past, because with this reanimated Madara that has come out, he mentioned that boy Nagato. He mentioned, so it seems to be happening. Project Itsuki no Mi. So we know that whatever Tobi was prattling on about is the real plan. Even though he's not the real Madara, it was the real Madara's plan that he was running with. However, Suigetsu found scrolls in one of Orochimaru's hideouts, and then he said this could change the shape of the war. Orochimaru planned all this. To what degree? To what extent? How deep does this rabbit hole go? And just real quick before I leave, I was just looking in my notes and saw this juxtaposition that they were showing. It's like they are conveying the well of power that Madara has. I mean, not only that, they are conveying his characteristics. He is prideful, power driven, power oriented, might oriented, I guess you would say is more apt. Dismissive, flippant, at least when it comes to lesser opponents. Vengeful, grudgeful when it comes to Hashirama. So they are conveying this character and providing dynamics for his character. But in addition to showing his character through these things, they are showing the well of power that he has at his disposal. As I said, he's fighting 5 Kage, and he has not broken a sweat yet. The sweat that we thought he broke, he only let them break to try to break them. Opposite effect, but once again, doesn't really matter to him one way or the other. So you see this well of power that he has and that he's able to tap into. Contrast that with the Kage, who don't have this well of power, or at least they have not exhibited it yet. I mean, they have power, obviously the 100 healings, the particle jutsu, Raikage's speed, all these things, that they obviously have power, but you see that they are reaching the ceiling and the limit of their power, whereas Madara is not. However, in contrast to the well of power that Madara has, they do not have that. They have a ceiling, they have a limit, but the well of the will, the well of the determination, once again, these things that have come up in Naruto's fights to convey his character, is now being shown in the Kage as well. And once again, as I said in the previous video, does that start to get into the conflict of what's limited, what's dynamic, and things of that nature in regard to the story? Yes. Yes, it does. And those things will have to be, will take more observation. But it certainly does get into that. But as I said in the previous video, there are also dynamics that are happening around it and development that is happening around the redundancy as well. So, you know, more study will have to go into that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there. My short films, reactions, reviews, my video essays, my Graves plays, all that good stuff that's on there, and much, much more to come. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.